Thank you for clicking play on the video. I'd like to ask you to click the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so that you can get alerted every time we bring out great content. Thanks. Hey YouTube comic community, this is Jimmy the Geek Aficionado, and I have an epic haul for y'all today. So rather than throw the explicit banger warning up in front of every book that is worthy of that name, I'm going to throw it up right now to cover the entire video. Now, let's start off. My LCS Jay's Comics just bought a large collection. And first thing you do when you buy a large collection, you start mining for keys. You bring those in to recover your costs. So I spent some coin and got these. Silk number 1. Now, why is this a key issue? It's her first solo series following her introduction in Amazing Spider-Man number 4 and her showing in the Spider-Verse miniseries. But yeah, she's getting a lot of action. She's getting a lot of heat these days because they're talking about adding a lot more of the Spider characters to the pantheon in the cinematic universe and in the Hulu shows and whatnot. So we should expect to see a lot more from her. I already have the other copy, the Amazing Spider-Man number 4, but I'll be on the lookout for more of those, most certainly. All right, next up, Miss Marvel number 1, first print. Again, first appearance in her own solo title. Now, Miss Marvel is one of those odd characters. When I say Miss Marvel, I mean Kamala Khan, obviously as depicted on the front cover there. She's one of those characters that has a number of early appearances. Her first recorded appearance is in all new Marvel .1 number 1, and which I believe was just a cameo of her. That one's going for a lot of money. And then we have a couple of Captain Marvel appearances from like volume 8 or 7 or something like that. I want to say it's issue 14 and 17 are the big notable ones. But this is her first coming up in her own title, and I really kind of dig the Miss Marvel S that they put on there. That's reminiscent of the earlier Captain Marvel, or I should say Carol Danvers Miss Marvel swimsuit look, where she was Warbird for a little bit and then took back the Miss Marvel title before she took on the Captain Marvel title and then passed this on down to young Miss Khan. So for those of you who are not aware, she has been cast by a young actor for a live action. Where they're putting her, not sure whether she's doing her own series or not, or if she's going to be showing up in somebody else's series or in the Captain Marvel movie or whatever it is. Be on the lookout for that to be making waves, as we've already started seeing those books start to go up in price. All right, so this next book I'm going to give a shout out to Nemesis Prime from 3 Men in a Basement. He's been sounding the trumpets for this, as well as a number of other Star Wars books. But this is Star Wars Kanan, The Last Padawan, and this is the first appearance in comics of the characters from the Star Wars Rebels TV animated series. I don't know all of their names, quite honestly. I'll list them below, but this is a pretty big book. It's a great cover by Mark Brooks, and just really glad to get a copy of this finally, because the prices have just been skyrocketing on it, and if I can get 9/8 on these, the prices are going to be even higher on it. Okay, now here's some more spec news, because this is honestly a big spec haul. I'll be straight and up front with you on that one. Here we go. Young Avengers number 1. First appearance of the Young Avengers characters, most of them. I think some showed up in some other places. This Thor kid cracks me up. I think that's Wiccan, who is supposedly one of the kids of Vision and Scarlet Witch. Don't ask me how. That's a really rather long and odd story. But it does show this kid here, Iron Lad, who grows up to be Kang. And as we all know, Kang has been greenlit as the new villain who will be in the third Ant-Man film of that franchise. So lots of first appearances in this one. I'm going to be going back when he gets the rest of the series in and picking up those. Because those are chock full with the Kate Bishop keys and Cassie Lang as Stature, Cassie Lang being Ant-Man's daughter. So that's a big top book right there. Another one is this one here, Invincible Iron Man number 9. Now this is the first appearance of Riri Williams in an armored outfit before she becomes Ironheart. Right, she takes on that moniker, I believe, at the end of this and into the Ironheart series. As they state here, introducing, okay, she doesn't have a hero name yet. She's working on it. But the fact of the matter is, this is her first appearance in an armored suit. And there, again, is already whispers, rumors, speculation, news that she will be getting something sometime soon. Either for Hulu or for movies or whatnot, and that there's a possibility that Mr. Stark himself, Robert Downey Jr., would reprise his role in a voice capacity, similar to what the Vision actor did in the first couple of Iron Man films. Paul Bettany, that is. All right, next one. The Sentry, number 1. All black cover. Rare. Just so hard to find. Didn't have an incredibly high print run, at least not for the demand that's out there. So obviously that demand with the low resources is driving up the price. There is conversation that they will do they will do Sentry in some way, shape, or form as well. This guy's got a little nick down here, so I don't think it's going to hit a 9.8, but it's a super nice, clean, sharp copy. I can get to read it and know it and love it. Now, because this is the last issue that I needed out of all of the Sentry books, including all of the New Avengers run and all that such. But finally have a copy, couldn't be happier. Okay, so this book, I had been waiting because this book went from like $1 bin to several hundreds of dollars, especially in a 9.8. It was like I think it was up around $500 for a 9.8 on this book when the Captain Marvel movie news was coming up and coming out. This is a beautiful Terry Dodson cover, Terry and Rachel Dodson cover. This is Avenging Spider-Man number 9. This is the first appearance of Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. As you can see, it says starring Captain Marvel. So this is when she's taken on the name Captain Marvel from Marvel, who met his demise back in the late 70s or early 80s in the death of Captain Marvel. I think it was early 80s, in the Death of Captain Marvel graphic novel from Marvel. But this book was ridiculous. It's finally toned down to a more reasonable level that I could pick one up and not be completely upset about it. So glad to finally get a copy of that. That one's off the list. And we're moving forward with some more keys. All right. So this is the last book. And there's a reason why it's the last book. And it's a really important reason why it's the last book. He had a run of Amazing Spider-Man, which included the first appearance of the Punisher, issue number 129. Now, this book is rough, right? No ifs, ands, or buts. It's rough, and I got it. I got it for a low price because it's rough, but it was still not a very low price because this book is now climbing again. And I don't know why it's climbing again. I mean, even when there was a Netflix series out there and he was in Daredevil. It didn't climb. It kind of plateaued for a bit and kind of came back down. But now it's rising again. So plan with this book is we're going to clean it up. We're going to press it. We're going to send it off to CGC. That's my haul. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share this out, give a like, give a comment, and we'll talk to you later.